Hello people, Meister here. I'm making a video about basics in tanks realistic battles. Okay, I've got a T-34 selected. I hold the mouse pad over the spawn flag I want to spawn at, tap down on it, bang, that's where I spawn. Take a note, I'm in squad with Starkey up ahead, so we're in mic communication. That helps immensely, we can call out threats for each other. So, first thing to take of note is the ammo choice I've got at the bottom. I've got two different types of round, the B variant on the left, and I don't know what the other one's called, to be honest. I do most of my killing with that shot on the left. If there's a tank like a KV and I can't pen him with those rounds, I will switch to the other. Okay, so with T-34s, we're up for a fight. We're charging up to the front lines here. We've got pretty good cover from this. Just from the terrain here, nice area on the map to charge up to. We know where they're spawning from an equal distance. If we go flying at each other, we should meet up pretty much at the end of the next block. So good to see so many friendly tanks out here. There's some beasts around, KV2s, massive tanks. Terribly slow reload speed, but immense firepower. So there's a red circle flashing on my right there. Some tanks have been firing at something there. I don't know what it is, but it's something to beware of. And I just spotted a light tank. There's no name over his head. This is realistic, so great as a T-34 is, he turned that shot. Lucky. Starkey just finished him off though. So we move on up. Good to see those KV2s rolling. As a T-34, we've got to keep our line out in front of the KV2s. It makes the most out of it as a formation. So I'm looking for what spooked the T-34s, but Sharky's just called out that he has been hit by a Panzer IV F2. There it is. So I've gone to my binos, pressed the trigger button, it's turned my turret to where I was looking. As I zoomed out, I had the killing shot already lined up. That really gives you an edge using the binos. I'd recommend using binos on realistic. I've set mine up to L1 and triangle. Okay, so I'm approaching this corner, and as you can see it's terrible with binos on this corner. Zooming in though with a square button like I've done here. You can use that to great effect going around the corner, and there is contact. Two contacts. So I fire a shot and I pull back using the corner as a bit of armour here. He's missed his shot, so give me the kill please. I can't see him. There he is. And I pull back. I don't know what his friend's doing, so I pull back. But I'm not afraid, I go back up now, I'm loaded. One on one, there he is. And again, you see I couldn't see that guy without using binos. So I've got a fairly good position here. Not happy with the angle, so I turn it a bit. I've taken out his gun crew, so if I hit the drive through, there you go, unit destroyed. Two ways of killing tanks. Either you take out the crew or you take up the ammo rack. Okay, so it's kicking off over there, but little red indicator lets me know that I was hit from my right hand side. Have a look around, and there he is. He's sitting with his armour front onto me, which is a big mistake. You notice I've got my armour oblique to him. Maximises your armour potential. So I'm back on a case looking for whoever it was over here. Where is he? There we go. So again, I look with the binos. I think that ping was him being destroyed. But I can't be sure, it's realistic, you've got no names over their heads. And now, I can't get my barrel depression. See, as I look down, the sights aren't following. It's the land. Russian tanks have got terrible barrel depression. But just driving up over that incline is giving it. Okay, I'm happy he's dead. Looking around, I'm heading towards the base for a bit of base cap. Keeping my eyes open. He says, crashing into another T-34. Obviously when you've got your binos up, your short range visibility suffers. I see an enemy AT gun out there. I realise I'm going to be firing off of an angle, so I pull back a little bit so I've got flatter ground. Hunt my target. And here's where I start using my rangefinder. If you notice the horizontal aim sight, I'm moving it to 400 meters now. Fire a shot. It's fallen short, so I extend the range. I've also turned it red to just stands out quite nicely here compared to black. And there's the range. So right now I just sit here. I've got a range set. Anyone that appears on that plane up there, I can put a round in them. I've only just started using that horizontal bar, and I'm finding it very useful and realistic. More so on the bigger tanks, Panthers, etc., that actually aim over a kilometre. Okay, so that's about all the action we saw here. Roll up and take the base. I'm sure you guys don't need to see that. Hope you enjoyed it. That's the basics of Tank Realistic. Guess I could talk about the spawn points. I didn't need them at all here. But Starkey's come out in an AA gun, you see him there? Because he hadn't earned enough points to spawn another tank, AA vehicles are very cheap, so a good use in this game mode. Okay, cheers for watching guys. Later.